happy day. What's going on, Center folks? Welcome back to the Classics. Happy Thanksgiving from Back to the Classics, the cinematic movie podcast that takes you back to the iconic films of 20 years ago. I am your guy, Jay Alonzo, and with me is a special guest. He's back again, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for my man.
It's your boy, K. Williams. What's going on, Jay? Happy Thanksgiving to you, brother.
K's back in the building. What's up, man?
I'm in the building, y'all.
Where you been, bro?
What's going on, man? Man, working at 9 to 5, but in my case, I've been working like 16-hour shifts. But you know, same difference.
You putting in like slave time.
Yeah. So much that they just shut down overtime for everybody. I done fucked up their money.
Listen, man, K out here taking long. We gotta slow this down.
Yeah, they definitely just shut that down recently. I was like, really?
We owe him.
Did you really? Did you all really have to do that?
man. But happy Thanksgiving to all the center folks out there. As you are listening to this episode, today is Thanksgiving, and we're feeling pretty good.
The day of thanks.
The day of thanks. We have a lot to be thankful for on this beautiful and gracious day. So I hope you guys are in the kitchen with your moms and the grandmoms and the aunties and the paws and the uncles and whatnot, and everybody just putting in their own work to get that Thanksgiving dinner nice and prepped for tonight, because everybody want to catch the itis later.
You know, everybody out there getting their greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes.
You name it.
You name it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they out there getting it. I'm going to be at work.
Thanksgiving, oh, dude, I totally feel for you. I don't want to rub it in your face, but I'm off.
I just want somebody to bring me a plate. If you listening, bring me a plate.
Somebody bring K a plate, because he's doing these hours to where, I mean, he's up before Jesus, okay? So he needs to definitely get a plate. He needs to be shown the love of thanks, the gift of thanks on this Thanksgiving day. You know what I'm saying? Get him at a plate.
Breeze, anything.
Oh,
just bring me a sweet roll. I'll be happy.
Man.
I ain't picky.
Man. Give him a scoop of some greens, some black-eyed peas, some stuffing.
Something.
Make him a turkey sandwich or something.
Man, just put a little mayo on it. That's all I need. I'll be fine.
So, before we get into today's subject, I want to run down some things for you center folks out there. It's going down December 9th, Beat Network Toast to Tomorrow Mixer. All right, it's our first big party of the year. Well, technically the last part of the year, because the year's damn near over. But this is our first party that we're doing for you, the fans who's been down with Beat Network since the very beginning, and for the fans who just became fans 10 minutes ago when they pressed play on the show. So this party's for you. All your favorite podcast hosts are going to be there. Big Los, myself, Hollywood Kev, the girls from Like Water for Chocolate, of course the girls from Pillow Talk, and of course the girls from our newest show, Reality TV, which is now popping, another great show as well. So come out, jump on eventbrite.com and get your tickets right now for the Toast to Tomorrow Mixer. We'd love to see you. And of course, when you buy your tickets, the first drink is on us. So come out, party with your Beat Network crew. You know, ride with us as we reminisce before we got on iHeartRadio, and celebrate with us now that we're on iHeartRadio and the future we have planned for you. So yeah, Beat Network's Toast to Tomorrow Mixer. Tickets on sale right now. Of course, you get your ticket, your first drink on us. All right, let's do it, y'all. Let's go party.
That's
party.
Come on, turn up.
Oh,
especially if your first drink is on us. Turn the hell up.
First drink is on us. You can come out and all the women can come out and clap your ass, and all the fellas can come out and watch them clap their ass, and sounds by DJ Omeezy. It's gonna be a turned up night, man. A turned up night.
I'm just going for the free drink. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm going to take a whole bunch of pictures. To see all these lovely people who's been down with Beat since day one, and the newest fans who just kind of jumped on board. But either way it goes, it's gonna be a great night. Second plug before we get into today's show. My birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. As you listen to the show, my birthday is tomorrow, November 24th, and I will be in LA this weekend celebrating my birthday at the Zen Lounge in Studio City. That's the lounge.
I was about to say you better know where you having your birthday at.
It's early. I'm sleepy, but yeah, Zen Lounge is in Studio City. That's going down Saturday, this coming Saturday at 9:30 p.m. If you're in town, pop by. I'll have a whole section, table to myself, me and my guests. Pop by, say what's up, have a drink with me. Love to talk to you. And that's gonna be at the Zen Lounge in Studio City. That's the lounge that's owned by Tisha Campbell and Dwayne Martin. So looking forward to that.
What? Gina got her club?
Gina got her own club.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Martin should have stayed with that.
Yeah. Dwayne got that now, so it's all good.
I know.
So those are our two plugs. And don't forget to follow Beat Network at beatnetworkonline.com, as well as our Facebook page at facebook.com/beatnetwork1. So let's get into this thing. Today we've decided to, on this day of thanks, to give thanks and honor one of our truly gifted actors, comedians, somebody who I feel as if in my growing up years has contributed some of the best cinema growing up.
Yeah.
Watching this man.
And comedy. Like genuine comedy.
Like physical, genuine comedy. And as somebody who, even as a young child to present day, has delivered product to me that's either made me think, made me laugh my ass off, made me tear up a bit, has made me truly understand the joys, the effects, the hustle, the appreciation of stage acting, camera acting, stand-up comedy. The guy is a true genius, somebody who was definitely gone too soon. And I feel like this is a person who, like I said, throughout the years has always given us just genuine grade A entertainment. And it was such a tragic story when he left us. We're talking about the late, great Robin Williams. Today we're going to be breaking down our personal top 5 favorite performances from Mr. Williams, and honor his legacy and what he left behind, what the future holds for us, and how's the world coping with him gone now, and how much has things changed since we lost Robin Williams. But overall, though, day of Thanksgiving, we're giving thanks, and we're going to honor the late, great Robin Williams. So, Kay, let's get down to it. Let's start off with the sad part, if you will. So let's take it back to 2014. When you got the news that we lost Robin Williams,
I was at work.
How did you feel about it?
I was hurt, but I was at work when it happened, so it didn't register until I got off.
Right.
When I got off, I was like, wow. Like, really? I mean, because you can't really replace Robin. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of those originators of the game.
Right. Yeah.
So it kind of hurt a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I had to go watch Miss Doubtfire after I found out.
Oh man. I was in LA. I was actually at my aunt's house. Yeah. At my aunt's house. And I remember I was eating some food, feeding my face, and the breaking news came across the TV, and it was in big bold letters, and I couldn't even believe what I was reading, because it definitely hit like a bomb. It hit like you hear about a good friend of yours you've known for years, is suddenly not here anymore. So, and then the way he went out was even more shocking, because this is somebody who brought natural joy to the world. This is, Robin Williams was somebody who can literally, with simply making his body do a certain thing, will ultimately get you a laugh. So yeah, it was tough. It was tough. I remember one of the worst things I saw that really did it made me tear up and it got me a little emotional. It was a meme that came out shortly after his death, and it was a meme of Genie and Aladdin hugging, right? And the meme was captioned "Farewell, Genie," and that literally made me tear up because it was like, because for us in our generation, Robin Williams is Genie. Without Robin Williams, Aladdin wouldn't be the classic that it is. To the point to where,
not at all.
To the point to where, even with this new Aladdin remake that's coming up with Guy Ritchie and Will Smith playing the Genie, and all shout out to Will Smith, but at the same time, it's hard to wrap your mind around, anybody playing the Genie except Robin Williams. It's almost like the Genie was made, the character of the Genie was created simply for Robin Williams to play him.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And another thing is, I mean, you can't really replace true greatness like that. No offense to Will Smith, because he's a phenomenal actor, but anytime you think of Genie, automatically you're going to think Robin Williams.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not going to happen without him.
Right.
Like, I don't even know how that will work out. I mean, for the millennials, it'll be great. For the millennials, it'll be great. But in all actuality, for us who grew up on Aladdin and Jasmine, you're going to be like, it's going to be like a scary movie moment. You're going to be like, man, that ain't the right voice.
It'll be unreal. It'll be completely unreal. And another thing too, we're now at the point to where a lot of the classic Robin Williams movies are now either being considered to be, being talked about to be remade, or literally have been remade, or a unrelated sequel. For example, Jumanji is coming out this year, and Jumanji is another movie that's super near and dear to my heart. Matter of fact, to kick off this top 5, I'm gonna start off my number 5 with Jumanji. Okay, Jumanji.
Okay.
Jumanji for me put me in a place to where when I first saw the movie, number one, when I first saw the movie, I had to get the game. I had to get the board game. As a coach,
I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to play the board game so bad, but I never got the chance to. Was it fun?
It was, but after the first legit run through, we were like, every time we rolled the dice and we moved the little pellet, whatever the hell it was, and then we get to read the card.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it said, talk about the monkeys are coming, we would stop what we're doing, listen out real hard, like listen for a glass breaking or something, or people fuck around with some shit in the kitchen, or we hear about the lions is coming, so you listen for the little piano and shit, and then you realize this is all fake. But the excitement that you feel when you watch Jumanji and then have the opportunity to play the actual game, it was fun. Even as kids, we knew the shit wasn't real, but at the same time, we had a great time. Like, dude, there's a lion in the kitchen. Well, I'm not going in the kitchen. That's the joy we felt when you watch that. And then you talk about an incredible cast of, with Robin Williams, David Allen Greer, Bonnie Hunt, Jonathan Hyde. Jumanji, though not a perfect film, is definitely synonymous with one's childhood, to where I can watch it to this day and still be thoroughly entertained.
I mean, you can't say nothing, but it was a true kids movie.
Right.
I think my number 5 would have to be Dead Poets Society.
Ooh, good one. Really?
Dead Poets Society would definitely have to be my number 5.
Why?
I mean, it was a dope movie, but at the time when I watched it, it just wasn't there for me.
Mm-hmm.
But as I got older, I was like, yeah, this is definitely one of his best joints.
It's definitely a classic joint. When it comes to the line, I believe it was "Oh Captain, My Captain."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember Family Guy parodied that scene. It's pretty awesome. With movies like Dead Poets Society, Awakenings, The Fisher King, I've seen all those movies, but I was way older. A lot of my list is based off of the movies that I literally watched the rollout for as a youngster. You know, movies that I either went to the theaters and saw with my parents, or just movies I just heard of just growing up. So, my number 4 actually is gonna be I'm gonna say Mrs. Doubtfire.
What?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah. Now, Mrs. Doubtfire is beyond classic for me. It really is. This is the first time. Well, not the first time, but as far as in my eyes, the first time seeing a comedian dress up as a woman and just be pure comedy. Like, I saw Tootsie way later in life. Mrs. Doubtfire I practically saw when it dropped, and a movie that you could definitely replay over and over and over and over again. Robert Williams murdered that role. You understand me? Murdered that role. And
I agree.
One of my favorite scenes, as minimal as it is the lady comes to visit, I forgot his character's name. Shit. Daniel. There we go. She's coming to visit Daniel, but he's still in his Doubtfire getup, but he loses his face. So she walks into the kitchen where she's at. So Daniel dips his head into the cake. Hello! That part kills me every time. I mean, it totally kills me every single time. It was just, the timing is just so on point. I love it. Love that scene. It's definitely one of my favorite scenes in the movie. And then as a story itself, it's a very cohesive story. It's actually a pretty emotional story as well, because this is a story about a father who was willing to do whatever it takes to, stay in the child's life amidst a divorce. So it's a great learning lesson. Has the tons of comedy in it to where every scene is gonna make you laugh, and has a great emotional backbone to it. Mrs. Doubtfire is a great movie, but I still have my other favorites. But for me, number 4 is Mrs. Doubtfire. What's your number 4?
My number 4 will honestly have to be Jumanji, because I love that movie. I mean, as you get older, you're like, as a kid though, it was the shit. But I had to go and make that my number 4. I mean, when you got what's his name, David Alan Grier playing the cop.
Yeah.
You remember me? I worked in your father's shoe store for 13 years. Then they broke us. It's the whole cast. You know what I mean? To watch Robin Williams come out as a not even a pirate, so to speak, but like a Tarzan type character. Mm-hmm. Somebody shoes too small. He don't know nothing about the world no more. Like, it's good acting. Because you could really feel his lostness. I guess that'd be the word.
Is that the word?
I don't know. What would be the word for that? For someone so lost.
Put
it in the comments.
His lostness. Okay, so
put it in the comments.
So your number 4 is Jumanji.
Yep.
All right. For me, my number 3 Z's. This is a tough one, because I feel like this one kind of has a dead tie with another movie, but I feel like I may move this movie up. But for me, my number 3 is gonna have to be Toys, man.
Toys?
Toys has to be my number 3.
That's your number 3?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
Robin Williams as Leslie Zevo. I'm talking about a movie that really makes you wish your best friend was Robin Williams as Leslie Zevo. Because as a kid, to work and live in that world where, Robin's father owns the Zevo Toy Factory, and it's just pure happiness in that place. You know what I'm saying? Like, just seeing that movie, as crazy as it is, it's just it's something that makes you want to immerse yourself in that world. And as old as the movie is, it still holds up. I love Toys.
Do you still love to play with toys now?
Maybe. None of your damn business.
That's a yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, so
That's
what?
a yes.
None of your damn business. But yeah, Toys Be My number 3. Brilliantly directed by Barry Levinson, and I think it just holds up. It just holds up. It's a great movie. Robin Williams kills it as well. He has this really like funky golden hair thing going on for that movie, which I thought was just funny. For me, Toys, represents a part of life that it's just a part of history.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's your number 3?
Now, I'm going to hit you with this one. My number 3 is The Birdcage.
Oh, that's the one I was stuck with. It ties with that.
The Birdcage was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
I loved it.
Extremely risky.
It is. And for, movies that were risque back then, I think it brought something good and different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with all the different types of movies he's played in, I definitely would have to put The Birdcage as my number 3.
Yeah, The Birdcage was something that I say it was risky because at the time, Robin Williams, I think out of all the stuff he's already done in film, we have across the mark of him playing gay, and
right,
to put that comedic spin on what we know as
I think that.
Right?
I think him in that movie was like my first viewing of somebody flamboyant.
Yeah, for me too. Between him and Nathan Lane, that was the first time really seeing, two flamboyant gay men on screen and being 100% completely entertained by what's going on screen. The Birdcage is such a hard flick, but at the same time, it creates the it definitely shows you the versatility of Robin Williams. Like, he can be children friendly, he can be risque friendly. The more adult roles, the more kid vibe roles. He's a very, very versatile actor, and he can adapt to anything, which is why we love him so much.
I agree.
All right, so my number two. This is hard as well because I love this man's movies. I just do. Number 2 is going to shock a lot of people because even though I'll probably just do this out there, but my number 2 isn't even a comedy. It's actually
what is it?
It's actually Robin Williams.
What type of movie would it be classified as?
This is a thriller.
Ooh.
And this is the first time you really get a chance to see Robin Williams play the bad guy. And I'm talking about the incredible movie directed by Christopher Nolan, Insomnia.
Yep.
That movie...
That's where he played Walter or something.
He played Walter Finch. The creepiest fuck weirdo guy who killed a chick, and he's like tormenting Al Pacino, who's suffering from insomnia in this little small town.
But another movie that he played in that was kind of like thriller-ish would be 1 Hour Photo.
Yeah, that movie
where he worked at like a CVS pharmacy in the photo section. That was a little thriller too. He
becomes obsessed with the family, and that movie was just eerie.
Yeah, it's
a super eerie flick. But Insomnia is such a mind fuck of a movie. 1 Hour Photo it's a really eerie flick, but Insomnia definitely breaks down a series of you feel like you can't sleep as you watch the movie, and for a movie to really put Robin Williams in that mindset to where even you as a Robin Williams fan, like, damn, he's fucking creepy. Like, Insomnia was that movie for me that truly made me feel like Robin Williams has convinced me he can be fucking creepy. So Christopher Nolan did this movie. I believe he did this movie the same year he did 1 Hour Photo and Death to Smoochy. And that was a year Robin was cranking them out. Like 3 movies in 1 year. And I love Death Smoochie, and that's a movie that gets not a whole lot of.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Oh, dude, Death to Smoochie is so funny, but it's really for certain people who can get that super dark humor. Because it's basically if Barney was getting replaced by a new, colorful dinosaur puppet, and what happens to Barney after the show ends. And it's fucking hilarious. You have to see it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that one out.
All right, give me your number 2.
My number 2 is Miss Doubtfire.
Oh, okay.
Because I can relate to it as an adult. And back then, it was just a joy to watch that character. To watch Robin Williams as a father and then quickly switch to be the husband and then become Miss Doubtfire and then go back to being the husband. This is going to be a classic in my book. I definitely got to continue watching this.
Word. Okay. Before we get to our number 1, I think we both have earned 3 honorable mentions because the man has so many in his catalog. I think we both earned 3 honorable mentions. So I'm gonna throw out my 3 honorable mentions before I name my number 1. And I'm pretty sure, at least I would think so, if we're on the same page here. I think our honorable mentions will likely be in the same boat.
Okay. Okay. We'll see.
We'll see. My first honorable mention, it's not my top 5, but still a movie that just gives me complete joy when I watch it. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Jack.
Okay.
Jack.
That was in the running. But I chose against it.
You did? Oh, nah, I can't do Jack. Jack was a movie that every Robin Williams fan who was 10 years or younger wanted to see. We wanted to see Robin Williams going to school with us. You know what I'm saying? Acting like a kid with us. And then the story, which makes no fucking sense. But for the time, we're talking about a 10-year-old kid who ages like a 40-year-old man.
He was the first Benjamin Button.
The first Benjamin Button, Jack to me is just it's just great to see. Bill Cosby's in it during the better years. Jennifer Lopez is in it, and I think Jack is just one of those movies to where it you may not love it, it may not be a perfect movie, but it's something about the time and the place when the movie came out it just stuck with you. So for me, honorable mention number 1 is Jack. Number 2 will be a movie that I saw years later, but I remember my father always telling me about it, and that's Robin Williams as Popeye.
Oh boy, that's a throwback.
Yeah, super throwback. A movie that came out in 1980. I didn't see it until, like 95, 96, but my father...
Live action
Popeye. And that was a movie that my pops told me about. And I remember just when I had the chance to finally see it, I'm like, yeah, he killed this role. If there was ever an ideal Popeye movie, you got Robin Williams as Popeye. He just wasn't as swole as you wanted Popeye to be.
Yeah, but until he ate that spinach.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Popeye is definitely that one. And if I'm going to go ahead and give you that third honorable mention, okay, here we go. My third honorable mention, and it's a toss-up. It was going to be a toss-up between 3 of them. It was going to be Awakenings, Good Will Hunting, or this movie. And I've chosen to go with this movie. My third honorable mention has to be Hook.
I'm with you.
Hook is where it's at. Hook, in my opinion, is the best Peter Pan movie I've ever seen.
Okay.
For Robin Williams to take that route. And even Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook. It's just Dustin Hoffman during the better years. And I love it. That's a great movie. A fantastic movie.
Interesting.
Give me your 3.
I'm going to hit you with my 3. And my 3 is definitely in the runnings. It's in the runnings. but it's more newer.
Mm-hmm.
My 3 comes from the Kitty catalog.
Okay.
Yeah, mine comes from the Kitty catalog. Happy Feet.
Happy Feet. Oh shit.
Happy Feet is definitely one of my top, like the honorable mentions. Another one would definitely have to be Robots.
Wow, you really are pulling for the Kitty catalog.
I told you, man, the Kitty catalog, because those are good movies. You know, when in Robots, when he was talking about Aunt Fanny, you wonder why they call you Aunt Fanny. I mean, you can't really, you can't dispute that.
Right, right.
Now, this last honorable mention is still in the Kitty catalog, but it was definitely for adults too. And I think he did a remarkable job playing this president. And that would definitely have to be, I'm sorry, not president, but this general. That would definitely have to be A Night at the Museum.
Yeah, he played Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
So those are definitely my 3 honorable mentions.
All right, so here we go with that number 1 slot, man. I mean, it should be hard to figure out what my number 1 is, because we actually kicked off the conversation talking about this movie, and that's Aladdin. My number 1 favorite Robin Williams movie will always be undisputed, undefeated champion is Aladdin. Aladdin brought you to a place to where, even as a damn cartoon, it should not be touched, because unless you got Robin Williams back from the grave to play the genie, I don't want to see it.
I agree. But my number 1 would definitely have to be in your list of honorable mentions.
Oh, talk to me.
It's definitely going to be Hook.
Oh,
Hook
shit.
is definitely going to be my number 1 movie. I mean, nobody can do an old-ass Peter Pan like Robin Williams.
True.
He the only one that it got old.
Like
all the other Neverland Boys.
Nobody can bring like levity to Peter Pan like Robin Williams.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a fact.
And it's a kid's movie. It's an adult classic. It fits all my criterias. You can be happy. You can be sad. It's definitely gonna make you laugh. You're gonna get mad. You're gonna get scared when they show the gator. I mean, when Hook comes out, you got that fear, like, oh shit, was about to happen. It hit all my criterias, man. Definitely Hook, number 1, hands down.
Wow. Hook is number 1 for K. Williams. Aladdin is number 1 for me. Mine is better, but whatever.
Don't be a hater all your life.
Well, we say that to say this. Robin Williams, thank you for the legacy that you left behind. We only talked about a few of his great work. We still left out Father's Day. We left out Flubber. We left out The Fisher King. We left out Deconstructing Harry. We left out Awakenings. We left out the list goes on and on. The man has been performing since before we were alive, and we literally watched. Mm-hmm. He literally watched us grow up, if you will. So the incredible legacy he left behind, the incredible impact he left behind, I think it's safe to say there will never be another Robin Williams.
I agree.
Just like there'll never be another.
I agree.
There'll never be another Pryor. There'll never be another Red Fox. There'll never be another. Well, you get it. But there would never be another Robin Williams. That man who he graced you with genuine joy, and it's crazy because somebody who had such joy and was able to give you such joy was battling his own inner demons, and nobody knew until it was too late. So, to the people out there who have loved ones who are suffering from depression, check on them. Make sure they're all right, because you never know what somebody's thinking. And if you are one of the people who are going through some sort of a depression or some sort of a off feeling, talk to somebody about it. Let it out. There's always a ear out there that's gonna listen, hear your problems and give you suggestions, or just simply hear you out so you can vent. But definitely, if you have somebody, or if you are that person, or you know somebody who are suffering from depression, talk to them, and let them know that you're there for them, because, a voice like Robin Williams is one of the very, very, very few who could jump in front of the camera and give you his all, give you suffering like how he was suffering. Talk to your people, let them know you're there for them, and we're celebrating.
And if you yourself suffer from it, seek help.
Just seek help.
It always helps to talk to someone.
There's always somebody out there that's gonna be able to understand what you're going through and guide you in the right direction, or just simply be the ear and be the shoulder to lean on when you need it. All right? Period. Giving thanks to Mr. Robin Williams, the late great Robin Williams. There would never be another one like him. Like I said, we've skimmed over so many things he's done. Even RV, another movie that gets slept on a lot. But thank you, Mr. Williams, for the incredible legacy and what you left behind for us to cherish for years to come, to show our children, for our children to show their children, to show, your work is definitely a part of the history of cinema. So for that, we thank you and we honor you, Mr. Robert Williams. K. Williams now. I feel for you, man, because you got to work on Thanksgiving. That fucking sucks.
Man, who you telling?
That fucking sucks. But let you know we are here for you. I am thankful for you, my brother. Okay, so since we're at the giving thanks portion of the show, I want to say that I'm thankful for Mr. K. Williams, the person who was with me when we first started this little shindig we call Back to the Classics, and we're still going strong. Matter of fact, happy year anniversary, man. We just celebrated a year anniversary.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
We definitely have celebrated. It's been a minute since I've been on, but I'll be coming on, intermittently, but a little more often than before.
Yeah.
So y'all will be hearing from me.
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Facebook makes you feel, hey, a year ago, Back to Space Jam came out. Damn, that was a year ago? Shit.
That was a year ago?
Damn. But yeah, so I'm thankful for Kay Williams, my partner in crime. I'm thankful for Big Los, the mastermind, the brains behind the operation with the whole thing we call Beat Network.
The brain.
I'm thankful for the entire Beat Network crew. I'm thankful for iHeartRadio for giving us a shot. I'm thankful for...
Man, shout out to iHeart.
Yeah, man. I'm thankful for iTunes for giving us a shot. I'm thankful for all my family, my friends, my beautiful daughter. I'm thankful for anybody who has taught me a life lesson that I can now take with me, and I currently take with me on this journey we call life. And I'm thankful for, of course, our cinefolks out there, the fans. You guys are awesome. It's because of you we do what we do. And I'm done with my thanks. Who are you thankful for? Okay.
Man, I'm thankful for my daughter. I'm thankful for, God. Shoot. I'm thankful for Beat Network and the Beat family, man. Y'all are always with me when I'm running through things, and I just need someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Y'all are right there. Shoot, who else am I thankful for? I'm thankful for Big Los, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Big Los.
Go mob to the good bros. Shoot, I'm thankful for you most definitely. I mean, you the man with the plan, shoot.
Oh, well,
if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even had this idea, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, my brother.
I'm just, man, thankful for our fans. Shoot, definitely I'm thankful for my girl. I miss you, boo. And I'm thankful for whoever brings me a plate to work as I go and work these 16 hours.
Somebody get that man some
I'm
yams.
about to go work these 16.
Somebody get that man
Somebody
some yams.
hold me down.
All right, so
Just a turkey sandwich. That's all I asked for.
get that man some yams, man. He needs some cranberry sauce, some yams. You name it. He needs all that.
Man, I need it all. Brand new socks and drawers too.
Lord Jesus. Well, let's wrap it up from here. Once again, you guys can find us you can find your Back to the Classics Movie Talk group on Facebook. Just jump in, join the party. We love to have you. Of course, you can jump on BeatNetworkOnline.com to get all your merchandise, links to other podcasts, all the news articles we have, all the important events that we're gonna be posting. We have some big shit coming up for y'all at Beat Network. We're so excited to share this with you. We cannot wait. K. Williams, where can they find you at, my brother?
Man, nowhere. I'm not on social media anymore, man.
You done gone rogue.
I found myself. I done went rogue,
you
man.
Done gone rogue.
I found myself spending all day and all night on Facebook, and I wasn't even looking at stuff. It was just scrolling.
Wow.
So I done let it go, man. I done let it go. I'm trying to get off the grid.
I see.
But I ain't gonna get too far off the grid.
I see. Well, okay. Well, you can find K. Williams nowhere. You can find me
nowhere.
at all my social media sites simply at, because I'm still very much heavily involved in social media. I'm actually in Facebook jail right now.
That I'm gonna need you to get your life together.
I'm doing 7 days right now in Facebook jail. Thank you, Facebook. You can find me on Facebook when I get out. Simply at Jay Alonzo. I'm on the Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, simply at I am Jay Alonzo. You talk to me, I'll talk back. Thank you guys so much. What else can I say? We're thankful. This is a thankful episode. We're thankful for every single thing, and we'll continue to be thankful for everything we do. And as long as you guys support us, we're gonna keep doing what we do because it's all for you guys. It's all for the center folks out there. We'll be back next week with a whole nother one.
Whole nother banger.
Whole nother thing. Okay? Once again, I am Jay Alonzo with my guy.
K. Williams.
We're out this day, y'all. This is Back to Classics. Peace.
Peace.